have the advantage on me. When was it I saw you last?
30 years ago, I'll hazard a guess. I'll also hazard a guess you've forgotten who I am.
You have me there, but once I know your name, I'll apologize grandly. You are...
Gandalf, and this is my friend.
Hello, Bilbo. I've heard many things about you. Really? Gandalf is the princess? Well, I am mortified, and I do apologize. How could I have forgotten about you two? Where have you been these last 3 years?
Wandering Middle-earth, Mrs. Baggins. On road, not on road, as is my profession.
Oh, I bet you've seen some things.
Indeed, I have. I seem to remember when you were a young hobbit some 30 years ago, you had a taste for adventure.
For hearing about them, at least. Though I'm more inclined to listen off of Reddit these days. I hope you'll stay for my late second supper.
Delighted to. Though, I'm with a friend.
Invite him in.
You're very gracious, but it's not just one friend.
They're both welcome.
Nor just two.
Room for them all. Never let it be said that Bilbo Baggins turned away company.
Excellent. I knew I could count on your hospitality. Allow me to introduce Wallen and Wallen.
At your service. And yours, ladies. Won't you please? That way. Thanks very much. Friends of yours, you say.
And fine friends they are. Let me further introduce Owen and Lowen.
We must your service. And yours. Won't you please? We will. Dining room that way. Of course. Yes. Well, I'm sure they're very...
They are. Let me introduce Buffer and Bump.
Entirely at your service.
And yours. Won't you please?
Dining room.
That way.
Excellent.
More than one friend indeed. Are all your friends so...
Some. Let me introduce Nord.
At your service, dining room? That way.
And Ori.
At your service, dining room? That way.
And Ori.
At you that way.
Oh, and Billy and Billy.
At you that way.
And Funky.
At you that way.
And Stormy and Sparky.
At you that way.
Most special, let me introduce Master Going up with you.
At your service.
Yes, that way.
What's that?
The dining room.
A good time to study. Gandalf and I have much to discuss first. May we sit here with present necessaries to rest?
That will be fine.
Well, I imagine that will be. What exactly do you mean by necessity?
Well, I mean, Miss Baggins, but we have rather come a long way. We are rather savage. We don't mind.
Oh, of course. What would you like?
Oh, nothing special. Whatever you have on hand. Just fruit roll for us.
Raspberry jam and apple tart for me. Raspberry jam. Mince pie and cheese if you got 'em. Mince pie. Cold chicken and pickles and ale, of course.
Perhaps you could throw on a few eggs.
Why, yes, of course. This may take a little while, seeing that there are several of you. Well, of course, but we'll lend a hand, won't we? Of course.
Suppose.
Onward, gentlemen, into the kitchen and out with the finest china. Just a moment. You don't need to. Carefully.
And this is yours.
It is.
Just like a grocer than a burglar's meat. Top of the mud of the shire to it.
She's grown a bit thick around the middle, I'll grant you that, but there's more to her than meets the eye.
Doesn't have to be. But meets the eye is best.
Begging your pardon, Miss Baggins, but we once tried all the biscuits and the bread is too soft to dip in their rabbit. Is there any why? Of course, I'd be happy to, and I'd be glad to, and nothing would please me more.
More than meets the eye indeed. So blind for as you see in this route.
Hobbit, let us look at the map, shall we?
Yes.
As I see here, there's a secret door to the side, as well as the main. The side door will be your best way of entry.
Why should I use the secret doors into my own home?
To avoid getting eaten or burned to a cinder.
There are worse things to say.
True. One of them is foolish pride.
What's all this?
Miss Baxter, please sit that way we're inside to do us. We have little time. You might sit.
Quiet, of course. I suppose.
Miss Baxter, I'm a plain and straightforward dealer. I do not make any words. I'll cut straight.
Remind me.
What you see here is a map, the Kingdom of Erebor, also known as the Lowly Mountain. It is the ancestral kingdom of my people. The mountain is full of huge and beautiful chambers and halls, mined and crafted with the skill of my fathers and grandfathers. My grandfather Thor was king of the mountain, and my father ran after him. But in my father's time, when I was still a young kid, a great and greedy worm, a dragon from the north, came and smelt with its long snout the hoard of gold, silver, diamonds, precious stones, and fine workmanship we had stored there. And the dragon came with his fiery breath and murdered my people, and drove the rest away. He stole our riches and our mountain. I seized a few others, but the dragon sat there slumbering in dragon's will, and a hoard of wealth will I have won in an exile. That is the story of Erebor, and that is why it's called the Lowly Mountain.
Quite scary, but a very fine story indeed. You have to believe this for telling this to me. It is in the Lord's opinion that time has come to reclaim his heritage and repay Erebor from the giants. Really? How much for you?
We'll march there, over the misty mountains and through the forest of Mirkwood, to reconquer the mountain and bring Erebor back to my people again.
We? Who is we?
Myself and my army.
You have an army?
Yes, and there.
Those? You have an army of 13?
Not be like them.
Sorry?
Terribly unlucky. And I hope you have the 14th for that very reason. You may think you now, but there are human men in Lake Town near the mountain. We have to raise an army there and take them out by force.
Fight for the dragon?
And not to rest me up. In the meantime, I like that 14th traveler and not into the mission with such unlucky a number. Gandalf has suggested I hire a trained burglar for the position, and he has recommended you.
Me?
You need a surprise and hope to strive to price up. Payment will be 1/14 the treasure of Lowly Mountain. All traveling expenses paid. Funeral expenses, the brave bios is necessary.
But I'm not a trained burglar.
Yet again, you are Gandalf's choice, and I value his superior knowledge and depth and decency.
I suppose you mean that as a compliment, Gordon. In any case, I have recommended Mrs. Baggins, and I continue to do so.
But I'm not a...
In any way, you were the one who came to me in help, for help as 14th traveler.
And I plainly hope you yourself will trust.
And I plainly have business elsewhere. Do you imagine your dragon belong as the only evil in Middle-earth? There is a necromancer, far off and door to door. It's less than challenging longer to use your dragon to terrible effect. In any case, that's not coming to now. But you may see me again before the journey is done. Once again, you wish to sneak
I
up
will
on
not sneak.
That is why I suggested this hobbit. Hobbits are no great swordsmen, but they are quick on their feet and clever, unlike your people.
There is no need to be insulted.
There's a need to penetrate your satanic thorn holding shield. You are acting as though you are king under the mountain already. You are not. You are king only in name.
And right, and innocent.
Most true. And if we can bring this dragon to a court of law and make him abide by her judgment, we won't need all of this. In any case, once again, I suggest you take along a burglar, one with swift feet who understands stealth, moreover with a non-glory smell that the dragon won't recognize right away.
That's all well and good, Master Gandalf. Let's hope this one isn't more trouble than she's worth.
Well, I'm very sorry if I don't meet with your approval, Master Oakenshield. Perhaps if you are quite done eating my food and drinking my tea, you can take your 12 kingdom, and the 13 of you can
Now, Bilbo. Master Thorn can be as slinky as we all can, but you will learn. The question is for you. Do you or do you not wish to join this adventure?
Well, I really don't know.
In the spirit of reconciliation, I give you my word of confidence, based on the goodwill of Gandalf.
And if it's